Hey Dan, it is 9:15 at night. I know it's amazing that I'm even still awake, but I am. On Sunday night, it has been a pretty long and busy week. As you know, Beth and Galen and Marshall and Virginia have been in Haifa, are still in Haifa. They left last Saturday, so they've been gone 8 days now. And yeah, it's just it's been, like I said, a busy week. Lots of running around. I guess actually not more running around than usual. It's just I've had a very tempered and metered schedule all week. Um, I haven't gotten a whole lot done, but and that actually includes swimming. I've only swam, let's see, Monday, Tuesday. I'm not even sure if I swam Wednesday. I swam Thursday. I didn't swim Friday or Saturday. No, I swam Saturday. Um, and then I didn't swim today. And unfortunately, I know you will not consider it unfortunately, but I was not able to open water swim today. We had two nights. It must have been Thursday night and Friday night where the lows were in the single digits and the friggin' lake froze over. Lake Winona had been open up until that point, and I'm gonna tell you, it was really pretty disappointing that it froze over. So I went out on Friday morning and stomped on it to see if I could get through it, and I sent one of those sort of cartoon-like cracks, probably about 40 feet out to this little patch of open water. It was really funny. So anyway, we did not swim. In fact, Harold flew. He's got a little plane. Flew down to South Carolina where he has like a house, I think. Glenn and Lisa have now left the country. They are in the Bahamas, Honduras. I don't know. They go down there every winter for a month. I know. Poor them. Hello. But I did want to comment on a little bit about open water swimming, and I know that you consider it a bit risky. I don't really think of it as risky. What I found, I don't know if I talked about it in the video, where 2 weeks ago I had gone out and I tried to sprint across the lake and found myself really at a deficit. I couldn't catch a breath, and I ended up having to swim side stroke back. Um, the problem, of course, with that is that combined with the really cold water is a bad thing. So, in the sense that you have to be more careful, then you're right, you do. But the interesting thing is with the cold water, I can still swim just as I normally do. It just takes a little bit longer to get used to it. And once you're used to the cold, in essence, once things have gone numb, then you can swim normally. And so you have to be careful not to let the cold make you swim faster than you would normally. Um, and so 2 weeks ago when I went out and I swam slowly at first and that was when we had John out as the kayaker, and I got to where I could now breathe. I could put my face in the water, and I actually swam back across in 2 minutes and 15 seconds, which is only about 20 seconds. Did I tell you this? About 20 seconds slower than I would normally. But what I discovered was that how good I felt that I was able to control that sense that I have to do something extraordinary while in the cold water, when in fact I did not. And I think that's the thing that I enjoy the most about it, is that it causes you, what it does is it allows you the opportunity to slow your heart rate down and to slow your respiration down and not meditate. I don't want to get too zen-y on you, but certainly to relax into it and to accept that the water is going to be cold. There's nothing you can do about it. To acknowledge that it's cold, but don't let it steal energy from you. And that's what I really enjoy about it. And, you know, what's the likelihood that I'm ever going to end up accidentally in cold water where I have to swim to shore, you know, falling through the ice or, you know, any of those things. But what I find is that it I think it's just helping me to relax under intense conditions and know that to approach things in a relaxed fashion, you're going to have better results. In fact, here's a good example. I was swimming a workout on Saturday. That was yesterday. And after, probably after 4,000 yards or so of swimming, the next bit was 6 50-yard sprints. And you did them on a minute-and-a-half interval, meaning so every minute and a half you leave. And a 50-yard sprint takes about, 30 seconds. What I found was the first one I did in like 28 seconds. The second one, it took me like 31 seconds. I was really trying to swim hard. And then the third, fourth, and fifth, and sixth ones, I relaxed and I pulled normally. And what I found is I was swimming those in 29 seconds. And yet I felt so different when I finished. So anyway, it was really, I don't know, it was really kind of cool. So I'm kind of looking forward to my first swim meet and see if I can actually relax and swim hard at the same time. But, okay, so enough about swimming. Well, okay, not quite enough. Saturday I worked a swim meet. Unfortunately, obviously Marshall wasn't there, but it was a 3-team meet, and so it was 5 hours. Oh, here. Come here, say hi. Hello, Dan. Is that a grumpy looking cat or what? It's so it was a 5-hour meet, and I worked the whole thing, and it was just me and one other official. But I really enjoy officiating. So I do have some things I want to say back about that last video you sent about Penn State, so I'll do that on a separate video. Let's see what else is going on this week. We had snow last Saturday, about 5 inches. We've not had any snow since. Today was actually almost 40 degrees, and it's going to be in the mid to high 30s all week long. Doesn't hurt my feelings at all, except now, of course, I'm anxious for the kids to be able to cross-country ski. Galen obviously is on the high school team now, and Colleen and Preston are both part of the Minnesota Youth Ski League, and they're going to be skiing as well. So it's for their sake, I would like to have some snow on the ground, even if it's not for my sake. In fact, it's definitely not for my sake. So that's the weather. In fact, the high school ski team has already had one ski meet canceled, and they're supposed to have a home meet this Saturday. I suspect, unless we get a buttload of unexpected snow, that one's going to be canceled as well, because there's just not enough snow on those trails. They do have a snowmaking machine actually up at St. Mary's, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. So I don't know what you've been up to. How have you been faring without Major League Soccer? Have you been spending a lot of time by yourself in your closet, holding your soccer ball? No? Okay. So hopefully work is going well for you. It's for me, it's busy. It's been, just finals week was last week, and graduation was on Friday for Winona State. So we're now into our winter break schedules. I just hired 5 new people. Um, kind of a change of pace. I actually hired a guy who teaches middle school English in a nearby school district, but he lives just across the river over in Fountain City. And he's going to work like 3 days a week for us. He's just looking for a little extra money. I hired another woman who will be graduating soon. I hired a couple of people who were homeschooled / went through the PSEO, which is what Duncan's going through, the post-secondary enrollment option. So it'll be an interesting bunch. But I guess we have to start that training soon. So anyway, I'm hoping to get a lot of swimming in over the next 4 weeks. I talked to the swim coach, the boys swim coach at the high school yesterday, about going and doing the 100 with them on New Year's Day. So I'm going to do that, I think. And I don't know what else. Oh, we watched a really cool movie with the kids. We watched Super 8, which was directed by J.J. Abrams. I think Spielberg helped produce it. I don't know if you know the premise or the movie, but it was we really liked it. And actually the dialogue was great. The kids' dialogue was fantastic because it's mostly children actors. Really well done. So my recommendation to you is to watch it. So I'm assuming Bryn and Carew will be coming home from school soon. Then you and Sarah can live La Vida Loca while leaving the youngers home with the olders. How's Sarah's mom, by the way? You haven't mentioned anything, so I'm assuming that she's well. But give me the what for on that, if you don't mind. My mother-in-law is still dealing with some of the same pains in her stomach. They still don't really know anything more than they did. I think it's definitely stress-induced. But anyway, she's well enough. So yeah, I guess I got some work I better go do. So I'm gonna sign off and let this thing upload. And I guess from Winona, I am still dead.